What's up, guys? Welcome back to Favorite Places to Fly World Tour 2022. I'm Digmbot, and today we are going to be flying out of Maryborough Airport. It is YMYB is your airport code. I'm going to take a de Havilland, Canada DH6300, and we're going to be heading east to Fraser Island. So let's get going here. So we are once again over a World Heritage Site. The island is about 123 kilometers at 76 miles long and 22 kilometers or 14 miles wide. Now there's a fair amount to get into with this island, but first let's get rolling. And we have also lost all of my settings for the flight, so welcome to nighttime snow in Australia, everybody. Let's just go ahead and turn that off. It's not 5:08 a.m. Let's go with about noon. Parking brakes off, throttle up, and let's get rolling. I am in a twin turboprop here because I want to be able to cover a little bit of ground, but also not be quite as fast as something like a Learjet. Now, this island has been inhabited by humans for as long as 5,000 years. It's home to a small number of mammal species and a pretty diverse range of birds, reptiles, and amphibians, including saltwater crocodiles. So, let us get going. And one nice thing about this plane is that it will literally take off by itself. I didn't even pull back on the stick right there. Right. So, let's make our eastward turn. And there you can see the island out in the distance. Lots of beautiful waterways here. Throttle back a little bit. Of note, if you take the same plane as I do, I am not at 100% throttle right now, but the game is telling me that I am because these gauges are still broken. But, c'est la vie, what can you do? So Fraser Island is separated from the mainland by what they call the Great Sandy Strait. There is a lighthouse on the island established and operated from 1870 to 1994, that being the first permanent European settlement on the island. And the island has a variety of geological features that you can check out. There is a large freshwater creek called Eli Creek on the east coast with a flow of 80 million liters per day, which actually has its own unique flora and fauna. So, too bad we can't see some of that stuff in game. You know, obviously, animals are very limited, but you can absolutely check out the creek. And an interesting note is that the island was used for sand mining. Yes, you heard me right on that one, sand mining. So there's a lot of rutile, zircon, and other materials on the island. So actually mining the sand for these materials was started, I believe, yes, in the 1950s and continued up until 1977. So a little bit of industrial exploitation of the island, if you were. During World War II, there was also a Special Forces training camp, the Fraser Commando School. So, and that's because conditions here are similar to the Pacific Islands, and if you're not aware of World War II history, there's a whole lot of fighting on islands in the Pacific theater of World War II. I'm something of a World War II history buff, so I could easily derail this video and go all into it, but I'm not gonna, because we're here to talk about Fraser Island and not World War II stuff. There's a lot of other somewhat problematic stuff that happened with the history of this island that we're not going to get into because colonialism sucks. But just be aware that if you want to learn about it, it is there. And you'll probably be able to see it as we approach. But this island has a lot of lakes. It has more than 100 freshwater lakes. And they are some of the cleanest in the world. So definitely something to check out. And as I said, if you look, you can totally see it from here. There is technically an airport on this island. Technically, there are designated landing strips along some of the eastern beaches. You would have seen Toby's airstrip pop up there. I chose not to take off from them because in the sim, those are a little problematic sometimes, if I'm perfectly honest. So maybe something to keep in mind. But as you see, we're 11.56 nautical miles off Toby's Gap. So there are also colored sands at Rainbow Gorge, which that is going to be towards the south of the island. As you can see, it is a big island. Got lots of interesting things you can go check out, and like I said, I'm fascinated by the amount of freshwater lakes on this island, given where it is. They're fed by springs, so geologically a very interesting area. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. I just wanted to highlight this very interesting island just off the east coast of Australia. Very biologically and geographically, I don't know which one is the word to use there because my brain just decided to stop working, but very interesting place to fly over, which is, in fact, the entire point. My favorite places to fly world tour. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you found the video useful, if you liked it, hey, like, subscribe so you don't miss more upcoming episodes. And if you're here to the end, watch time as can on YouTube. So, thank you. My name has been Digmbot, and I will see you guys next time.